Okay, welcome to the Leaders on a Journey 2016 convention recap. We will just go over everything I learned and why convention is so important and some of the new products and tools that Plexus is providing us with. So I will screen share the PowerPoint. Okay, so this is our recap, and just to give y'all an idea, over here on the right-hand side, there were 248 ambassadors 5 years ago at the 2011 convention in New Orleans. This year, we packed the 12,000-seat arena with 11,449 people showed up for registration. It was crazy amazing. This is the arena that was there. It was packed full of just people with passion and I don't know, almost better than any concert I had ever been to. It was crazy amazing. And one thing that everyone says all the time that I hear is leaders are born at events, and convention is one of those events. You know, you're around other leaders, you're encouraged by other leaders. So I just want to encourage everyone who, I know everyone on right now is really serious about your business, and we just really want to get plugged in with any events going on here in Houston. If we can carpool to any other events, you know, not too far. It doesn't have to be convention. Of course, convention is probably the best event you can get to, but let's try to, the best we can, get plugged into other events. I know we have a opportunity meeting planned for, I think it's July 16th right now, and I want to try to maybe get those going, maybe even more regular, because I know we have potentials out there that if we could get them at a meeting like all of us were at, then that third-party verification really comes into play then. So that is something I want to encourage y'all to do, is try to get to some events, and we will keep you in the loop of ones we know about going on. A few fun facts about, okay, so Rita Davenport was one of the speakers, and she said, this is just the beginning. The table is set for us and the chairs are there for us. And so I pulled in some facts of what she meant by that. And over on the left-hand side is years to reach annual sales. So Mary Kay, it took 29 years to reach $1 billion in sales. Herbalife was 24 and Avon was 86. Plexus will be $1 billion company this year. That's 8 years in. I want to say Nike was even like 12 years. So doing it that fast is amazing. I think y'all have heard me say that. Total distributors worldwide, Mary Kay has 3 million. Herbalife has 3.2, Avon has 6.4, and we only have 437. We have the size of New Orleans. So we have a whole rest of the world out there to reach, of people that we want to feel the way we're feeling it, and to get the benefits that we're getting from the business and the products of Plexus. I have said over and over, I feel like God put me here. I had prayed and needed a change, and Plexus came along. I know that God put it in my life, and I know that this is just the ground floor, and I'm just super excited to be a part of it, and I really hope that you all see that as well. Here's the agenda for what I'm going to cover tonight. The Success Kit, we've done a training on the Success Kit. I know that not everybody was able to be on, so I do want everyone, if you have not dug into your Success Kit, to dig into it. The whole silver training was over the Success Kit at convention. They just dedicated that whole block of 4 hours to train silver ambassadors over the Success Kit. So I really want you guys to get in there. Our new products, and then the new tools that they gave us for our new products. I'm going to talk to you about what Consistency Club is, about a tool they gave us called Success on Demand, the personal development that they spoke about, and then Leaders Retreat we'll touch on, but again, I did make slides for it, so we won't spend a lot of time. So this is the outside of our Success Kit, as we know. The very first thing they see is your journey begins and you ask yourself. This is a kit built for success. I'll get to the next slide and tell you some things about it. But y'all got it in your hands. You saw how amazing and how well built, and how I feel like every single detail of this entire box, front, back, and inside, was very well thought out to help us succeed. And I think that their goal was, when you don't have a supportive upline, like my upline was new. She didn't know how to train me to be a leader, and she still doesn't know how to be a leader. And that's okay. She doesn't have to be. This kit sets us up to be able to do that, whether our upline is that for us or not. So utilize that tool. So the answer to that is, what if this could change everything? You're asking yourself, what if it can change everything? For me, it has changed everything. I've said that to everybody that'll listen. And I feel like for many of you, it will change everything. That was my next slide, is this will change everything when you let it. Not even if you let it, it's when you let it. When you truly get it and get what you have in your hand, it will change everything for you. We know that it came with a little bracelet. It came with, we'll go over what it came with. So the American Marketing Association gave it top honors. It's the best business kit for 2016. Of all of the companies that they evaluated, Plexus had the best business kit. It was created by the makers of the Apple and the Beats Products packaging company. So just like they use top of the line, Plexus used top of the line. They didn't just try to throw you something into, I don't think Kristen has hers, throw something, into a box for you, basically. We know we get our quick start guide. Those are the first 10 things to do when you get that box. I'm not sure if you've done it, all of them, but I definitely recommend doing them all. It's making your friends list and reaching out to people and learning your success kit, looking over your products. You get the product guide cards. I recommend keeping those with you at all times. They have the prices on them. They have good companion products. So try to keep those cards with you. So if you're not sure of an answer, maybe those cards will help. We have a success guide. We have a success guide. The compensation plan guide, thank you cards, which are great cards to use. We want to be sending thank you cards out anyway to customers, ambassadors, just keeping in touch with them. Since there's a DVD in there, mine didn't have a DVD, so I'm not sure what the DVD is, but I guess y'all did get a DVD, a bracelet, and a new welcome card. And I know that, I'm not sure if it was TT or Linnea when I talked to them, were really touched by that card. I didn't get the greeting card either, but I know that they're really cool, and it just kind of makes you feel like part of the family, hearing Alec talk. There is a video, I put the link here, that Plexus just came out with their official unboxing video. So this will walk you through step by step what's in that box. We've done it before, but if you want to get your new ambassadors plugged in, or you want to do a training with your new ambassadors over the welcome kit, use this video, because they put, again, a lot of time and effort and research into the best way to present this to us. So one thing I learned at convention is your level of success will seldom exceed your level of personal development. Kristen's really big on this. I know that I've grown so much, even just as an ambassador and as a leader, since I started working on myself and the positive affirmations and the mindset. Things they recommended, of course, is to learn the business, learn how we get paid and what our products are, know our products, build our belief in Plexus, get to events, because we do have something amazing, and knowing that is going to help us succeed. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That is something, I was always too busy to work on myself. I had to work, I had all the other things going on, and once I just started making myself a priority and making my time with myself and improving myself just as important as everything else in my life, I started growing. So they've launched 2 new products. Well, they reformulated one and they launched another. So they reformulated Block. Block was an amazing product already. I never could get into it because I don't know when I'm going to eat, and taking it 30 minutes before I ate just didn't work for me. I would always forget. And a Block didn't work if you didn't give it 30 minutes to break down. So they changed the gel cap on it. Oh, well, okay. They also introduced Plexus Edge. We'll get into that. An amazing new product. I don't have my hands on it. I'm waiting for a shipment right now. But the hundreds and hundreds of ambassadors on my friends list are just every day giving updates of how amazing they feel. So I can't wait for my order to get here. So fast-acting Block works immediately. They changed the veg cap in it, so it instantly dissolves. We don't have to wait 30 minutes anymore. We know it's a dual-action carb and sugar blocker. It works for both. It works 3 ways to maintain normal blood sugars. So they added chromium. Chromium is what is also in the pink drink. That is what stabilizes blood sugars. So it will have normal blood sugars that are already normal, it will maintain them at normal levels. It absorbs 48% of sugars and carbs, blocks them from going through our pancreas. It does not block the absorption of any of our beneficial nutrients, though. An amazing thing about it is we have a clinical test. Not all products have clinical tests yet, so we're not allowed to make certain product claims about them, but the new block has been clinically tested. We do know that it's all natural ingredients, and we can now make the claims that are on the bottle, that they do what it does. It is gluten-free, it's 100% vegetarian, and it's GMO-free. So Plexus Edge, I've heard it say over and over, this is really going to put an edge on our business. I've already reached out. I mean, I've reached out to a lot of people about it, but I had a few people that were scared of Plexus because they don't need to lose any weight. And one of them have ordered. I called her and just told her, hey, I really think this is, you should try this. I know you're addicted to 5-hour energy drinks. Let's try it. You'll have a 60-day money back guarantee. So she ordered it. She doesn't need to lose a pound. She actually needs to gain some weight, but she's not convinced that Plexus won't make her lose weight. So she has not jumped on board. This has gotten her to jump on board. I have another friend of the family who has turned her nose up at Plexus over and over and over, and she's done them all and she won't try it. Well, I posted the 7-day challenge for Edge, and she talked to me today, and she's ordering a month's supply of Pink Drink and Edge because of this product. So let's use this really to grow our businesses. This is my point here. It's all about energy. It addresses the #1 health concern in the U.S., which is fatigue and tiredness. And energy drinks are the fastest growing market in the U.S. So Plexus jumped in to try to provide a more healthy alternative. It's healthy, sustained energy. It helps with sharper thinking. It enhances our concentration and focus, and enhances our ability to learn, and it improves our mood. They added some marketing research or resources on the bottle and in the back office. So that's really great. It mentions the energy on the bottle, and then we'll get to the shareables, but there's some resources. I don't know if y'all went into your back office to see shareables, but there's some really, really great info and videos, and I was able to send those out to my old customers that aren't ordering anymore. I just put links to the brochures for Edge and Block. Get your Edge. It is exclusive clinically tested ingredients. So we do have, there is one ingredient that is not in anything else, and I think we have a patent pending on that ingredient right now. And I want to say that's the theanine, but it's I don't know these ingredients, how to say them, but theacrine improves our mood, decreases stress, and it boosts energy. Theanine, it's jitter-busting theanine. I guess it counteracts the jitter effect that coffee gives us. So that's why we're not getting jitters from this. It is an amino acid. It helps with memory and enhances our ability to learn and counteracts the caffeine jitters. And then there is a naturally derived caffeine. This is 100% vegetarian, gluten-free, and there are no artificial stimulants in it. And it is a patent pending formula. So product shareables, one of the most exciting things for me. I had not posted in the team page about them yet because I hadn't been able to just dive in back there, and I did that the other day, and then I created this slide. I'm so excited about these. They're really nice brochures. If you're able to print them, there are digital brochures and there are videos for both products. From what they said at convention, I believe they're going to start working their way to have these shareables for every product, and I think that is really, really going to be huge for our business. To access the shareables, when we go into our back office, and then you'll click on Tools, and then you'll click on Shareables, and then it'll list both of the products, and as you click onto them, you'll see the different options. So there's videos, digital brochures, there's images, so memes or whatever that we can share on Facebook, and then there's downloads that we can email. Okay, so they also launched the Consistency Club at convention. This was super exciting. So we have the opportunity to take our business to new heights. At the convention, they announced the new Plexus Consistency Club. Basically, it's to help us grow our business and retain our current customers. We focus on 3 areas every month: the business, the income. Sorry, let me move this. Okay, we're going to move on because I can't move the little bar at the bottom. So the requirements to be part of the Consistency Club 300 is that we have $300 in PV every month. We have 3 existing customers who have placed an order in that month, and we add at least 1 new customer in that current month. Doing this, I think the very first month we do it, we get an email, and then every month after that, we get like a certificate or emails recognition. But then at convention and at leaders retreat, we get called up on the stage to be recognized if we qualify 8 out of 10 months. So 8 of the 10 months leading up to next convention, as long as we qualify 8 of them, we will be called on the stage and recognized for this. And then they give some prizes out for it too. The 500 Consistency Club, which is my goal, is to reach the 500 Consistency Club all 10 months. That's $500 in PV, having 5 existing customers who order that month and adding 3 new every month. Can you imagine our customer base if we're adding 3 new customers every month over the next 10 months? Super excited about this program. Super excited just that they're going to be giving more recognition. So if you meet them, the requirements, 8 out of 10 months, we'll get a custom design certificate. Oh, the first month we get the certificate signed by Tarl and Alec. Email recognition every month that we do. We'll get shareables that we can share that saying we're committed to the Consistency Club, things like that. And then additional recognition all throughout the year at different events. The annual recognition, if you qualify 8 out of 10 months, June 1st to March 31st, we'll get the standing recognition and a custom design Padfolio, Plexus Consistency Club Padfolio to help us with our success year long. For the 500 Club, we get a branded rustic cuff bracelet for men and for women, and men will get leather bands. In addition to these fantastic annual recognitions, there will be opportunities all year to earn additional recognition. And this is, again, just to help us grow our business, keep our customers growing, which is going to keep our income growing. They also, we didn't see any details on this. We were just told about it. They are, and I'm super excited about this one, the Rank Up Roadmap. So it's recognition and training for ambassadors who rank up to each level. When you rank up, say to silver, you'll get an email, you'll have a link, and you'll click on the link, and it will tell you everything you need to do to reach gold. And then when you reach gold, you'll get an email. It'll tell you everything that you need to do, basically line it all out for you of what's working and how to reach senior gold and how to reach ruby and how to reach eventually diamond. Super excited about this. Like Plexus, I can say it a million times. They do their research and they provide us with what we need. And I feel like this is going to be huge. I wish that someone would have told me the road I needed to take to be able to rank up 2 years ago. I'm just very thankful to have it now, though. All convention attendees were given access to Success on Demand. I don't know if it's going to be all ambassadors who got it. I do know if we were there, they are giving us access to the Success on Demand app. It is a library of 200 plus personal development books, audio links, there are themed months. So I think July is going to be financial independence featuring the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And then I think Plexus is going to do a company-wide book study, or they'll do the themed company-wide book study. So we'll have lots of other ambassadors doing the books with us. Sure, we'll have groups and forums that we can, all interact on. And then there's tons of free material from John Maxwell. He's amazing, and I'm super excited just to have that stuff at my fingertips. Your success is 90% personal development. I wish I would have realized that 2 years ago. I'm glad I do again now. Don't make the same mistakes, I think, is why I'm here, to what I'm trying to teach y'all. And let's work on ourselves now. Let's not wait around and try to, I had it bad that I was trying to figure out what I wasn't doing right. And what I wasn't doing right was I really wasn't working on myself. Why is convention so important? I try to get everyone to go. I joined Plexus, and 2 months later, I went to my first convention. This was my third. And just Well, of course, you know, the rank appropriate training, the training that they do for each of our ranks and advancement advice, people, you know, advising us on how to move. But the relationship building is probably one of my favorite things. There were ambassadors that I saw this year that are now friends that I met just passing at the first convention. And, you know, those are my sidelines. They're not on my team, but they've given me, you know, more advice and more help and more support on my posts, and make sure they're always liking and commenting for me. So just building those relationships with people that are on the same journey and have the same goals as we do. So the support and encouragement that we get, and then it builds our belief in Plexus. My little note for that is I can tell y'all over and over how amazing Carl and Alec are, our executives. But until you have those guys standing in front of you and telling you and showing you that they truly care and that they want you to put God and then family and then Plexus, because, you know, that's what they're doing, and they don't want you to put Plexus in front of anything, you know, but when you see them pouring their heart out and knowing that they care, and it just makes you want to work harder, not necessarily for them, but for us as a team. Another thing that's, to me, really, really big about convention and any event is just seeing and hearing the life-changing testimonies firsthand. I can post 1 million testimonies online, but when you're there and there's a lady in front of you who life has totally been changed, it touches your heart differently, and it gives you confirmation that what you have, people need. Again, I can show and tell you testimonies, but that basically it just sits differently in your heart. Another thing that for me is seeing people from all walks of life being successful with Plexus. Old, young, already had money, you know, had to sell their car to get to convention. I mean, I met it, I saw it all. And seeing that and just seeing that they can still be successful lets me know that I can also be successful. First to know, you know, product launches, new training tools, leader retreat details. It's always fun to be the first to know. So that's super fun. Forming friendships with your uplines, your downlines, and your sidelines. Again, you know, our sidelines are going to be just as important as our uplines and our downlines in this. And I just, you know, I think that we should definitely plug into them. And then, of course, the shenanigans. You know, we have a lot of fun in the evenings after we're done with work. And, you know, that's where a lot of our relationships or our bonds are formed. And it's one of my favorite parts about convention. Okay, so we'll go over some of the speakers. Victor Antonio was our MC this year. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he is so freaking funny. He was at the very first convention I went to. He was just a speaker. He MC'd the whole convention this year. Just a few things that he said. I mean, he talks really fast. So I tried to keep up, but he said people have poor belief systems. When things go wrong, they're either going to self-depreciate, they believe those conditions are permanent, or they say nothing ever works for them. So what we need to do is challenge their belief system and their negative mindset by asking them questions. Do you like your job? Do you want more time with your family? Could you use a second income? You know, so just ask them, counter that negativity with questions. Erase the stakes for them by fast forwarding their future, you know, what Plexus could be for their future. If they truly see and, you know, when they truly see and believe that, then that is what is going to get them to click. Give them step-by-step instructions. We want to show our ambassadors, our people, show them the process. Again, one of my goals with y'all is that y'all don't have to go through 2 years of mistakes to succeed. I've made those mistakes for us all. Let Kristen and I guide y'all through the process of what's working, do what we're recommending. Let us make it simple for you. We want to keep our people on, because when people quit, we don't have sales. When people quit, we don't have the residual income of our ambassadors. And a lot of times people quit because they just didn't know what to do. You know, they weren't trained, or they weren't told how to troubleshoot certain products. You know, I believe that that's why my team is not way bigger than it is, because I just didn't know, you know, how to plug in with people and have them plug in with me in the beginning. So another thing that he did and had us all do is he had us hold our hand up, and he said, I want you to picture a black circle and the word delete written on it. He said, we're going to face skeptics who do not get it. Don't try to change their opinion. Just move on. Press the delete button. Get them out of there. Move on to the next person. You know, it's not my job to convince them they'll either see that I'm consistent and they'll come around, or they won't, and they'll move on and they'll keep being negative. He did say that you become like the 3 people that you spend the most time with. Are your 3 people uplifting you, or are they dragging you down? Again, nobody's saying delete your family, but if they are negative, maybe they shouldn't be the people that you're spending the most time with. Don't get them out of your life. Just be around positive, uplifting people. Delete them if you have to. Rita Davenport. Okay, so at the bottom down here, I gave y'all her link. This lady was super, super funny. And she's an older lady from the South with a really cool accent. She's just a super jazzy, older, gray hair lady. Watch her video if you can. She had me dying laughing. One of the first things she says is, what I do for a living is the number 1 fear in the world, public speaking. She said the number 2 fear is death by fire. That just proves that people would rather burn to death than to have to talk to people or talk in front of people. And it's the truth. I don't want to talk in front of anyone. Like, for me to be here talking to y'all right now is a huge deal. For me to get up at public opportunity meetings, that's a huge deal. I seriously would rather probably slice my throat, maybe. We are in the people business. We're not in the supplement business. So take the focus off of ourselves, take the focus off of the products, and put the focus on them. What do they need? Can Plexus be the answer for what they need? Maybe it can't be, and that's okay. Maybe there's another answer out there. But what we want to do is find out what they do need and see if we can help them, or if Plexus can be what helps them. She said it costs nothing to dream. Dreaming is free, but it will cost you everything if you don't. I think she also said, but you have to wake up. If you want them to come true, if you want your dreams to come true, you have to wake up. So let's do it. Let's dream. Dream big. Cena says it all the time. I'm dreaming big. I have some big, hairy, audacious goals and crazy goals. But I know that I'm going to achieve them. I know that through Plexus and through God that I am going to achieve those. We are on a level playing field. All walks of life are achieving success with Plexus. I mean, there are people, again, just all walks of life. They're old, young, people that already had money, people who didn't. And so there's nothing stopping us as long as we're duplicating what they're doing to get there. Why would you ever be afraid to ask people to join you on this? Why did you join? What makes you feel like they wouldn't want to join for those same reasons or different reasons? So don't ever be scared to reach out to someone. Well, a note that I have put on this is, I am Plexus at this point. So if me reaching out to someone offends them, I'm going to offend them somewhere down the line anyway. My future is Plexus. For a long time, I was an accountant who did Plexus on the side, and it was, wasn't even, honestly, after 2 years, it wasn't even until a few months ago, several months ago, that just that light bulb clicked that I'm a Plexus ambassador that's doing accounting work right now until I don't have to do it anymore. My future is Plexus. It's the only future I see for myself. And so if people are going to get upset because I am talking to them and I'm reaching out to them, then, they're not good. They're not my cheerleaders anyway, and I don't want to be around them. I don't want them in my life, and I'm ready for them to block me anyway. This is a numbers game though, y'all. The people who are diamond because they've talked to more people about Plexus than I have. My sidelines, one thing, me and Kristen really, it was kind of when things started changing. I called her one day. My sideline, who had joined I think 2 days after I did, had went emerald. And I was just tore up about it. I'm still silver. I just don't understand. Well, she talks to more people about Plexus. That's what she was doing for the last 2 years. She was doing opportunity meetings every single month. Her new ambassadors were getting trained as soon as they joined. She was doing 3-way calls with her ambassadors. She was doing these Zoom trainings with her ambassadors. She's emerald now. I wasn't doing any of those things. I'm not sure what I was doing, honestly, but I wasn't doing those things. She's talked to more people, and that's why she is where she is. And so that's what I have to do, is keep talking to more people. It's a numbers game. Your will to do this business has to be greater than your skills. I don't know it all. I have tried to teach myself a lot, but I don't know it all. But my will to do it has stayed consistent. And that's, I think, why I've been able to stick through the rough times. You have to lead to succeed. That's something I didn't realize. I wasn't leading my ambassadors in the beginning. We have to lead y'all for success. Real leaders want their teams to do better than them. And when she said that, I kind of didn't hear much after that, because I really started thinking about you guys. And I do. Like I said, I don't want y'all to make the mistakes I made. I don't want y'all to go 2 years at silver. I would love nothing more than for y'all to start passing me up. I mean, I'm going to be right there alongside of y'all, but I want this for all of you. It's not just for me. The number one cause of low self-esteem is comparing yourself to others. I did a lot of that in the past, and I don't care anymore. I'm consistent, I'm here, and I'm going to succeed. So I'm not focused on what anybody else is doing anymore at all. When people laugh, when people say no to you, laugh. They're passing up the opportunity of a lifetime. They may not forever, they may come back around, but you got something good. So just laugh it off and let's move on. Rita Davenport's book is Funny Side Up. I can't wait to read it, but we do recommend that you get that when you can. And then there's a link for the YouTube video for her at convention. Just watch it when you get a chance. I think it might have been about 30 minutes. John Addison was the next speaker. John Addison is the writer of, the author of Real Leaders. And Sina says that is her very favorite leadership book ever. We're gonna have access to it through that Success on Demand app. I don't know how much I'll be able to share with y'all, if I could download it and share. But I would really like to, after we do the book study that Kristen has planned, I would like that to be our next team book study. Sina says it's an amazing study to do as a group, and so we'll touch more on that. John Addison said to be a force of nature. Just, y'all know what that means. Build people up, and we want to be building people up anyway in life. Decide who you are, and that goes back to me deciding I am a Plexus ambassador. That is what I am now. Our society is made up of people who try to do too many things but don't end up doing anything. That was me for a long time. I chased my tail. I had great intentions. No, I was never able to follow through with anything. Great leaders are like human Alka-Seltzers. They calm things. They come in and they calm things down. So if there's drama on a team, they, I guess, bring to light that the sun's still going to rise tomorrow. Nobody died. We're going to be okay. Decide to have strengths. Thoughts are things. We want to work on being happy every single day. One thing he said that I loved was act the way you feel, and soon you will feel the way you act. Show up and be better today than you were yesterday. Okay, so some of my takeaways, I had already shared with you. One of my favorite things that Victor Antonio did was he told us 3 tips a day for 3 days. And so we would have had 9 tips. I went a little crazy on Tuesday because I was having a lot of fun. I don't know if y'all read these when I shared them, but I do have every day's tips there. One of the things is it's not important when you got into Plexus, but when Plexus got into you. So what if you were a customer for 3 years, or you were a silver ambassador for 2 years? When did you get it? When did you know that this is what my future is? That's what's important. Seriously, my very favorite moment of the whole week, though, was, I don't know if y'all know Chris and Susie McCall, but Chris McCall was on the Jules panel, and Victor Antonio was leading it, and there was like 5 or 6 Jules sitting out there, and he was asking them questions. And Victor Antonio asked Chris McCall, "What is your secret?" And he said, "My secret to this business and to my life is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ." And 11,449 people jumped in the air, started screaming and hollering, and you could just feel, you just know that God put you there when something like that happens. I mean, I had, my eyes started welling up, and just knowing that God is in this company. And God is in this company because we're praying for him to be here. We're praying for him to stay in the middle, and not just us, all of our leaders. Pray for our teams, pray for their teams, pray for their customers. And I've said to many people, I feel like that's why Plexus is such a success, because so many people ask God to, just to lead their journeys. So just touching on the tips that I got, what I tried to do for us is I would ask older people, I would ask younger people, I would ask silver ambassadors, I would ask emerald ambassadors, because I really wanted a wide variety. And these were mine from Monday. Never assume that somebody wouldn't be interested in Plexus. Don't think for them. We don't know what they're dealing with that they haven't told us about. Find time during the day to work your business and stick to that time. If say I'm going to work my business for 15 minutes every day, if that's all you have right now, but make sure for 15 minutes, that's what you're focused on, is working your Plexus business. Build relationships. This is a key part to the strong business base. Customers and ambassadors that you have relationships with tend to stick it out and achieve higher success. Dedicate at least 15 minutes to your business, one ambassador said. Reach out to at least 2 people every day. Follow up with your team every single week. Whatever the dream is, go do that. The person who brought you into this business believed in you, so you need to believe in you. That was from a diamond. I want to say that was from Celeste Quinn, when we were at a team party, and that was her tip, I believe. Keep going. It's not over until you win. Don't give up. Consistency is everything. That's people are watching it. Never take a day off. Once you stop your momentum, you're going to have to restart it, and that's a lot harder than the initial momentum. Make a chicken list. So this was an ambassador who's been with Plexus for 2 years, and she's still not silver, but she has recently lost out on 2 ambassadors that she was scared to reach out to, but they joined under other people, and then they contacted her to tell her that they were ambassadors. So along with your list of 100, make a list of people that you never would be able to reach out to, and let's start reaching out to them. I made my chicken list the other day. Still scared, but Monday I'm going to start reaching out to them people for sure. I think I'm going to do 2 a day. Let's see. The only way. So this was from Jetty Harrison. He's one of my favorite. His wife is one of my favorite, Lori Harrison. She's the fungus queen, and she's where I learned so much about our probio and how amazing it is and how it's different, was watching her videos. But I went back to, I had taken a picture with him and forgot to ask him what his tip was, so I ran back over, and his advice is the only way you're going to fail with Plexus is if you give up. It's the only way. It doesn't matter if it's going to take you 5 years. It doesn't matter if it takes you 5 months. The only way you can fail with Plexus is if you give up, because we have products that work. We have a business model that works. We have executives who are working for us. And then a silver ambassador said, go to events. Nothing's going to build your belief like hearing the ways people's lives have been changed. Wednesday, a senior gold ambassador said product knowledge. Know your products, know what they can do for people. Watch and read the testimonies and the product videos, but really know what you have in your hands and what you're providing people with. A senior Ruby said be bold, period. Be bold. Talk to people, get out there. And then someone said, like I said earlier, cold message. If it offends them that I'm reaching out, they're going to be offended. And that's it. What do y'all see now? Are we still screen sharing? Okay. All right, ladies. Let me just touch on Leaders Retreat. So I didn't make slides on it, and I didn't get around to them. Leaders Retreat is in Dallas, Texas this year. That's super exciting, because the thing about Leaders Retreat is they pay for the entire week, but we have to get ourselves there. We have to pay for our airfare there. We're right up the street, ladies. We can all jump on a bus or, in a van and go together if we have to. It's at the Gaylord Resort in Dallas, Texas. From what I've heard, Leaders Retreat is way better than convention, or not better than convention, but it's more relaxed. You're there to be pampered. You're not there as a training. Of course, there are classes, but you're there to be pampered, and they do some amazing pampering for us. We have to get 750 credits to go to Leaders Retreat. We have some breakdowns that I will share on the team page of what you would need to do each month to be able to get those 750 credits. Just off the top of my head, I think one of them is $500 in PV, add 15 new ambassadors that month to your team, and add 3 new customers or something like that. It's so attainable. I mean, we have people going Emerald in 6 months. There's no reason that in these 3 months we can't come up with 750 points apiece. I'm working my tail off. I know Kristen's working her tail off, and I really hope you ladies are working y'all's tail off to get there with us. It's going to be amazing. Again, it's at the Gaylord Resort. We need 750 credits to attend. I think, and then there's other things you can win. You can win $300 credit vouchers. You can win like a VIP dinner with the executives, depending on how many credits you get. You get credits. You get 10 points for every ambassador that joins your team on your levels 1 through 4. So they don't have to be personally sponsored. They just have to be on your level 1 through 4. I want to say it's 5 credits, but I will double check and post it on our team page for every new customer. And depending on your PV, I think you get 75 for up to 500 or 500. And then when you get to 1,000, you get 150 points. And then so on, it goes up to, I think, I don't know how many you can get, but I will share those, I promise, with you ladies. So can I find out if anybody has any questions, either about convention, about anything I spoke about, or just about our team or our Zooms in general? No?
Nothing for me.
Awesome. Okay, well, I hope that y'all learned a lot from this. Again, let's get that edge into people's hands. Let's get it into our hands. We were told that we cannot give samples out of it. I think people were breaking it down and mailing samples out to people for them to try. We can't do that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm my best friend. If she wants one, I'm going to let her try it. But we don't want to advertise that we have samples just yet. I think they're working on getting like the 7-day trials with the Slim. And then hopefully they'll have it in welcome pack soon. But for right now, it's only available in the 30-day trial. Again, we have the 7-day Slim Edge Challenge coming up that Cena's going to run. So let's try to get some people, on there and get it in their hands. From what I'm hearing, it's amazing, and that may be, what our customers need to decide to stick it out. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
I missed the whole last part of it.
I recorded it.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I'm going to stop recording.